With the annual week of overtraining that a lot of us call the Festive 500 now behind us, it's time to put those fitness gains to work. Now, according to my recent Strava activity comments, if you live north of this line here, you're probably snowed in and are spending a lot of time on the indoor trainer. So if you're looking for something to do over the next 4 weeks, the Tour de Zwift kicks off on January the 10th, or January the 11th if you live on this side of the international dayline. The Tour de Zwift 2022 consists of 8 stages, of which there are multiple ride options for each of those stages. There's A, B and C being a longer ride, medium ride and shorter ride, and D being women's only. During the weekdays there are shorter rides, and during the weekends there are longer rides to complete. Now you only need to do one of those for each of the stages to tick that box and move on to the next stage when that comes around on the calendar. Other things of note with the Tour de Zwift 2022, there is no steering in these events, so if you have an elite sturzo, kick a bike, or an elite riser, put those to the side for now, well, the steering component of those. There's no double XP points for the Tour de Zwift, that's part of Tour of Watopia. Double draft will be enabled, which enhances the draft effect by 50%, so hold that wheel, you'll go a little further. There are unlocks of sunglasses, cap, socks, and kit, and there will be makeup stages between February 7th to the 11th if you miss any of these stages. There's also running events, but if you're like me, you're here for the bikes. Let's look at the details. Okay, the first of 3 websites I'll show you today, starting off with Zwift.com, the official website for the Tour de Zwift ride side of things. There is a register button here. Now, I don't believe you need to register. I think just entering stage 1 will probably register for the event, but to be safe, hit register, away you go. And then you start ticking those boxes off as they complete. So further information down here, ride destination, starting off with flat is fast, some dates there. Moving into mountains, round and round, let's get dirty, urban delight, go long, escalator, finishing off with the big city champs, which I believe is the 2022 Esport World Championship course in New York. Eric from ZwiftInsider.com has published a great little summary article here about the Tour de Zwift 2022. Again, just going over the ride categories. A is the longer ride events, B, standard ride, C, shorter ride, and D, women's only. Eric has also listed every stage and which loops you'll be doing for those. So if you need to prepare yourself for what's coming up, they're all listed there. I'll put a link in the video description below to this website. And Eric also lists the unlocks there. So sunglasses at 25%, socks at 50%, cap at 75%. And once you've completed all 8 stages, you get the kit. And the third website I'll pull up here is Zwift Hacks Zwift Events. Always a great resource to list all of the events in your local time zones with these filters. So I filtered here cycling with TDZ stage in the name, and I've also clicked all days here. This has pulled up 495 events. And we can see 2,392 people are already signed up for stage 1. Which is taking place at 4 AM Tuesday, my time. I'll put a link in the video description below to this search filter. I believe it defaults to 3 days on this website, so remember to click on all days or 7 days if you want to see a week out. And all the events will be listed in your local time zones. So there it is, a quick rundown on Tour de Zwift 2022. Always very, very popular events on Zwift. Now related to that, there will be hundreds if not thousands of riders participating in each of these events. One thing to be aware of is that Zwift will only ever draw 100 riders on screen. Now this is notable if you start in the pens way at the back. It'll look like you're only in a very, very small little bunch. However, there are thousands there. This is also evident out on the road with the new pack dynamics, keeping everyone very, very close together. There may be a lot more riders than you're seeing on screen. Now, the experience of riding with 100 riders versus 3,000 riders is very, very different in person. And I'd love to see Zwift just tweak a few settings to give us that full, holy, that's a big Peloton experience. Maybe that'll come in the future. But for now, sign up, clip in, enjoy the ride, and we'll see you out there. Thanks for watching.